In Capital News tonight, 12 suspects of illegal exportation of minerals taken to court. Health workers in Kenya held a peaceful demonstration. And in sports, Al Ahly ready to face Simba again. Good evening, this is Capital News at 9:30. My name is Khadija Zimbwe. First, the national news. 12 suspects facing charges of illegal exportation of minerals worth 27 billion shillings have appeared in Mwanza resident court under tight security to face 12 charges, including of economic sabotage, asking and taking a bribe of 700 million shillings, and money laundering. The case was presided Raj Guaye Sumaye. A team of lawyers led by attorney Anthony Nasimile provided the court with two requests: first, to communicate with their clients and the case to be adjourned until 22nd of February this year. However, one request was granted by the resident judge to allow the defense team to communicate with their clients, since it is their constitutional right while in court or in prison. Regarding the fourth hearing, Judge Sumaye said according to the court's calendar, it will not be possible to listen to the case on 22nd of February. He adjourned the case until 25th of February. The suspects in the case include former police officer Maurice Okinda, Daniel Isaac Kasala, Matete Maiga Misana, Alex Mkali, Timothy Nzumbi, and David Kadaba. Businessmen involved in the case include Sajid Abdallah Hassan, a resident from Ilala, Dar es Salaam; Kisabo Kija, a resident from Geita; Emmanuel Ntemi, a driver and a resident from Geita; and Hassan Sadiq Hassan, a Pakistan national working in a jewelry shop in Mwanza. Now, moving on, Benjamin Mkapa National Hospital in Dodoma has officially begun heart surgery on cardiovascular diseases, whereby 7 people have been successfully operated on. This move will reduce the number of people seeking for the service at Jakaya Kikwete Institute in Dar es Salaam. Speaking in Dar es Salaam, Dr. Wilfred Rutahoile, a cardiologist from Benjamin Mkapa Hospital, said the service is sustainable, urging people with cardio problems in Dodoma and nearby regions to seek help at the hospital.
I must say that it is a good development for the Benjamin Mkapa Hospital here in Dodoma to begin providing treatment for heart disease. I say this because geographically, it will be easier for any Tanzanian to come to Dodoma more than anywhere else in the country, because Dodoma is located at the center of Tanzania. I would also like to reassure everyone that the Benjamin Mkapa Hospital aims to continue providing treatment for heart disease, as our doctors will continue to cooperate with the heart experts from the Jakaya Kikwete Cardiac Institute.
Now, the former manager of Dar es Salaam Rapid Transport System, UDAT, Robert Kisena, and co-accused were today taken to Kisutu Resident Magistrate Court in Dar es Salaam to answer 19 charges facing them, including of money laundering of 603 million shillings and for causing UDAT to incur a loss of 2.41 billion shillings, while the former president of TFF, Michael Wambura, also appeared in Kisutu Resident Magistrate Court to face 17 charges against him. Reading the charges, State Attorney Barasa mentioned the criminal offences against them include building a fuel station without permit, selling fuel at legal areas, stealing while in office, 4 charges of money laundering, 4 charges of forgery, releasing false documents, 4 charges of stealing money, and 4 charges of causing loss to the authority. After reading the charges, the accused had to remain silent as investigations are still ongoing. Judge Simba said he had to adjourn the case until February 23rd this year, with the accused remaining in custody. Meanwhile, the former president of Tanzania Football Federation, Michael Wambura, has also appeared in Kisutu Resident Magistrate Court to face 17 charges against him of laundering 75 million shillings. He is also facing forgery charges, releasing of false documents, and 13 charges of theft. The defense lawyer, Majura Magafu, pleaded the court to dismiss the case because the court has no mandate to hear cases of economic sabotage. Judge Mihina adjourned the case till February 14th this year for the court to give their rule. Now, Tanzania Chief of Defense Forces General Venance Mabeyo has assured Tanzanians that the police force will end brutal killings of children which have been on the rise in Njombe region. He made the statement on his 2-day tour in the region while visiting areas where the incidents have occurred.
Baada ya matukio hayo ambayo wengi wameshasikia.
This terrible act has been heard by everyone within and outside the country, which has caused a lot of fear. So as Peace and Security Committee, we set a team to work with Regional Peace and Security Committee to do a thorough investigation. I urge everyone to be calm. We are doing everything to bring those responsible to justice.
Katika kufanya uchunguzi makini na wakina.
The Security Committee in Pangani, in collaboration with Tanzania Revenue Authority officers in Tanga region, have seized and confiscated a consignment of sugar with over 148 bags of sugar imported into the country illegally from India through Zanzibar Island, ready to be transported to the neighboring country of Kenya.
Na hawala hakuwa na dokumenti yoyote wala hakuwa na kibali cha kuingizia sukari.
He did not have any documentation nor permit to import sugar. So when he got arrested, we discovered that the packaging was done in such a way to hide the fact that it was sugar.
Kuna mpemba alikuja shambani kwangu akachukua mazao yangu.
This guy came and took some farm produce. Then he came back and brought me sugar. As I was going to TRA to pay tax, tax officials brought me to Tanga. I have nowhere to run to.
Following threats by the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization UNESCO of withdrawing the proposal of Stone Town being a heritage site in Zanzibar, the government of Zanzibar has formed an emergency committee to find ways of saving the World Heritage Site.
Some amendments are necessary for better management. Without taking the law into consideration, we'll face obstacles that we will not be able to resolve.
Mapendekezo yaliyotolewa na kamati ya ushauri.
Recommendations given by the Advisory Committee of UNESCO, together with an implementation strategy, has been planned.
Hayo yapo, tutaonyeshana.
Due to introduction of new tactics of transporting illegal migrants in the country, the Immigration Department in Songwe region has announced an intensive operation along the borders of Tunduma and Isongole in Ileje district aimed at finding the illegal business network. In the month of January, 74 illegal migrants were arrested in Songwe region.
These people are helped by the local residents. There is no way one could come from Kenya or Somali and come to Tunduma. In early March, registration will start on illegal migrants.
Kama kuna ushirikiano lazima nikwambie wako pale.
I know some traffickers. What we are scared is to be the ones who alert the authority. You'll be seen to be ruining people's business.
The government of the United Republic of Tanzania is supporting efforts done by the executive chairman of IPP, Dr. Reginald Mengi, of establishing a modern laboratory which uses a stem cell for the purpose of curing various diseases which have no cure. A Deputy Minister of Health, Community Development, Gender, Elderly and Children, Dr. Faustin Dongulile, made the statement in Dar es Salaam while launching the first international conference on the power of stem cell in treating diseases.
I commend you for your intention to start research on stem cells. My advice is what you're going to do should be ethical. There are those who have started research already, but they are not ethical. So I ask you to pay attention. We must be proud to do what others are doing in foreign countries. We are not cursed. Rather, we are so blessed by God. Sometimes I wonder what is wrong with us. But really, there is nothing wrong with us. We are so blessed. So we must use the blessing to bless others and treat a lot of ailments. Tanzanians are very able, although sometimes some feel like they are not. As you read in my book, I can, I must, I will. The truth is, we are able if we believe in ourselves.
I will. Ukweli kwamba tunaweza kama tukijiamini. Ugunduzi mpya katika matibabu na uboreshaji wa matibabu ya kiafya.
In this new research in medicine by using stem cells, we have various stakeholders, both doctors and researchers from different nations, such as the United States, Australia, Thailand, Vietnam, Egypt, and India, as well as some experts from Tanzania, who will be attending this convention to raise awareness amongst Tanzanians in the new treatment.
We are bringing to Tanzania not an outsider. I very honored and proud to be Dr. Kampon Mengi for Tanzania. For our country, I would like to bring new ideas and new concepts for the treatment of our local diseases. If we will not do it, nobody will.
Residents of Uwanja wa Taifa ward in Morogoro Municipal have participated in construction of a dispensary in their ward in support of the government of the United Republic of Tanzania in curbing challenges facing health services in the country. Completion of the health facility will help people in the ward from going far in search of health services.
We are not fully committed in giving back to this society, like people in rural areas. Those in urban areas find it difficult to do so. Having a health center is important to all of us. There is health care, but it is too far, so in having a health center close by will be good for everyone. We rely on very little from the government. A big part of the finances come from the people. Having a dispensary here will see that women give birth in a safe environment.
And that is the end of national news. International news follows shortly after the break. And in international news, after the strike entered the second week, nurses in public hospitals in Nairobi held a peaceful demonstration questioning if the government has answers on their grievances. The strike has disrupted health services affecting people who depend on public hospitals for health services.
You must give us money so we can go back and attend to our patients. We've always worked hard, yet other workers within the country have been promoted twice, while we've been left behind. Why are they lying to us?
Minister, The 32nd AU Summit, which began yesterday in Ethiopia, Addis Ababa, has ended today, whereby among agendas discussed include refugees, tourism, and improving the health sector. The African Union also agreed on increasing efforts in resolving conflicts and eradicating terrorism in the continent.
Should be willing to invest in the health sector. A clear indicator is the steps we've taken to improve the health sector in the East Africa community and to pull together resources for key issues.
And Africa's most populous nation will be voting in presidential and parliamentary elections on Saturday. Nigeria's Muhammadu Buhari is running for president again.
Nigeria's President Muhammadu Buhari in a final push for votes ahead of the country's presidential election. It's been a long, tough campaign season. His main challenger is businessman and former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, who vows to deny him a second term. As the campaign draws to a close, attention shifts to the Election Commission, which has come under close scrutiny and attacks.
When we go to the left, the ruling party accuses us of pandering to the opposition party. When we go to the right, the opposition party accuses us of pandering to the whims and caprices of the ruling party. But as a commission, we have sworn on oath to do what is right, to look at the justice of the case, and also to make sure that our primary constituency remains the Nigerian people and the voting public.
And that is the end of international news. Business news follows shortly after the break. We'll be right back.
Watch Business Edition as we talk to business leaders and experts in sectors that are transforming Tanzania's economy.
To be rich, I have to be a business person.
It's not an easy road at all.
People need to understand. You must quickly think, how cost effective are you going to be?
Business acts as a way in which it can bridge that gap.
Business Edition will keep you informed on latest developments in the financial sector, extractive industry, tourism, agriculture, energy, construction, and so much more. Meet entrepreneurs who create employment opportunities. Watch Business Edition on Friday at 8:15 p.m.
Welcome back, and in business news tonight. In finding solutions on scarcity of cassava seeds facing many farmers in the country, the military force camp number 135 KJ in Kabuku Handeni district has created a cassava seed farm which is ready to supply farmers with seeds.
In meeting our goal of having 66 hectares, we faced some challenges, such as wild animals coming into the farm. If farmers are ready, then they can come and get their seedlings. There is still a lack of enough people coming forward to buy. I've instructed that a better plan must be devised for seed distribution, but also we must see how we can enable JKT to keep producing seeds for other crops.
Kambi hii ya jeshi kwa maana JKT iendelee kuzalisha mbegu si tu kwa maana ya mhogo.
Small and medium entrepreneurs producing processed products from 5 districts in Mwanza region have called on the government to allocate them areas that will be conducive in producing good quality products according to standards set by Tanzania Bureau of Standards.
Dhumuni kuu la semina ni kutoa elimu kwa walengwa kuhusu utekelezaji wa viwango vya kitaifa.
I would like to mention that one of the reasons why the Tanzania Bureau of Standards, the TPS, organized this seminar was to give guidelines to producers of goods on how to make quality products as per national standards. I would also like to say that another reason for this seminar is to educate traders and producers on the procedures to follow so that their products can be stamped with that TPS label, signifying that their goods are quality products. Finally, I would like to stress that a product has to be certified by the TPS first before it can be sold in the domestic market. And I must warn all producers that selling their goods in the local market without first getting the green light from the TPS is a violation of the Law of Standards number 2 of 2009.
And that's the end of business news. Sports news follows shortly after the break.
Hi, my name is Kotaro Tokuda.
What's up? My name is Céline Garnier.
I'm John Barnes from Liverpool Football Club. The hip hop, the hip it, the hip it, the hip hop. You don't stop the rockin' to the bang bang boogie. Say up jump the boogie to the rhythm of the boogie to beat. Now what you hear?
I'm watching Sports Gazette.
I'm watching Sport Gazette.
And you're watching Sports Gazette
with Sebastian.
With Sebastian. Peace out.
Yes! And you can also watch Sports Gazette for highlights and interviews regarding sports. Do not miss Sports Gazette every Wednesday at 7 p.m. only on Capital Television.
And in sports news, Al Ahly club captain Hisham Hasham says they respect Simba and think tomorrow's Champions League encounter against them will be tough, but they are well prepared.
درسناهم كويس والماتش الأول استفدنا من الحاجة الكويسة اللي احنا عملناها.
We studied very good the Simba team, and we win the last match using this study.
أكيد عارفين إن الماتش ده صعب إن
We
الظروف
know
الأفريقية
that
بتختلف.
we know this match it won't be easy because playing in Africa is not easy.
بس احنا مستعدين كويس.
But we are prepared.
احنا أهم حاجة عندنا إن احنا نجمع أكتر نقط.
The very important thing for us is collect more points.
The Football Federation has pledged an early entrance to the National Stadium in the Dar Derby between Yanga and Simba on Saturday to reduce chaos.
Ambao utawakutanisha Young Africans pamoja na Simba Sports Club.
The game between Young Africans and Simba Sports Club is a Premier League game number 172. The match will be played in February 16 at 4 p.m. at the National Stadium in Dar es Salaam. The preparation towards the game is proceeding well. All the regulations are going well. We would like to tell all of those that will attend that the process of entering the stadium and security issues will be well organized.
Kuweza kushuhudia mchezo huo kwamba taratibu ni nzuri za namna ya kuingia pamoja na taratibu nyingine za kiusalama.
Manchester City's hat-trick hero again as they returned to the top of the Premier League in scintillating style by outclassing Chelsea at Etihad Stadium. Here's more on the report.
Win against Bournemouth meant Pep Guardiola's side needed victory to return to the summit, albeit having played one game more. And their job was done after a sensational opening burst, brought 4 goals in the first 25 minutes as Chelsea were left bedraggled, humiliated, and on the receiving end of the worst defeat since they lost 7-0 at Nottingham Forest in April 1991. The rout started after 4 minutes when Chelsea were caught napping by Kevin De Bruyne's quick free kick, which left Raheem Sterling to fire in at the far post, before Aguero, who had already missed an open goal, curled a magnificent right foot finish past the stretching Kepa Arrizabalaga from 25 yards. Chelsea's embarrassment was symbolized by Ross Barkley's inexplicable header straight to the feet of Aguero to push his second, and Ilkay Gundogan capped the early Blitz with a low drive.
Durant hit a game-tying three-pointer in the final minute as part of a 39-point night, and DeMarcus Cousins made 2 free throws with 5.4 seconds to play. That helped the Warriors come back with a 19-point deficit in the first quarter to beat the Miami Heat 120-118. Here's the report.
Durant was a big reason why, scoring 11 straight points for Golden State down the stretch before finally missing a late three-pointer that Cousins corralled for a rebound and drew a foul on. The pullback attempt that gave the Warriors their 11th double-digit comeback of the season and second straight after rallying from 17 points down in the first quarter Friday in Phoenix. The Heat were upset because they believed Durant double-dribbled before that late attempt and that there was a 28-8 free-throw disparity in Golden State's favor. Miami overcame an 8-point deficit in the fourth quarter to tie the game on a three-pointer by Justice Winslow. Josh Richardson and Dwayne Wade then had back-to-back steals and layups to put the Heat up 118-115 with 51.5 seconds to play.
And French football star Kylian Mbappe has donated £27,000 to a fundraising appeal set up by the family of missing pilot David Ibbotson. Here's more on the story.
The Ibbotson from Crowle, Lincolnshire, was flying Cardiff City's Emiliano Sala from Nantes to the UK when their plane crashed near Guernsey on 21st of January. The footballer's body was recovered from the wreck on the seabed, but Mr. Ibbotson's body has not yet been found. Former England captain Gary Lineker has also donated £1,000 by Sunday evening. More than 7,000 donations had been received, pushing the total raised to more than £130,000 of the page's £300,000 target.
And that sports item ends our news bulletin for tonight. My name is Khadija Zimbwe. Thank you for watching and good night.
Samora Avenue, Dar es Salaam. MacBooks and Brains, Mlimani City Mall, duka nambari 44, Dar es Salaam. TPH Books, barabara ya Samora, Elite Bookstore, Mbezi njia panda Goba, Mlimani Bookshop, Kariakoo mtaa wa Sikukuu na Lindi. Timiza malengo, Ubungo Kona, Chuo Kikuu. Bookmart Online Shop, Instagram, Bookmart TZ, Twitter, Bookmart1. Jamani Investment Limited, Nyerere Road, Airport Terminal 2. Shinyanga, Kahama Bookshop Center, mtaa wa Lumerezi. Arusha, Kase Bookstore, mtaa wa Sekei. A Novel Idea, TFA Center, Arusha, Tanzania. Dodoma, Lugarawa Bookshop, Dodoma mjini, barabara ya 8. Moshi, Ape Bookshop, Moshi mjini. Christian Bookshop, Moshi mjini.
Wahi nakala yako sasa.
Karen, tell us how